Hello and welcome to another video. Today I want to talk with you about the Lost Stopwatch Artifact amulett in New World and why it is so special and probably also a little bit dangerous. The drop location is the mutated version of the Depths by Commander Thorpe, that's the end boss. Before we have a deeper insight into the amulet, you need to understand how the taunt of a tank in New World is actually working. In order to taunt, you need to have a carnelian gem in your weapon. The carnelian activates the taunt of the weapon where you have put the carnelian in, and it also helps you generating more threat. So back to the amulet. What the amulet actually does is stunning gaze, activate taunt gems. This means it activates all the taunt abilities from all your weapons without actually having a carnelian in there. It also says stuns last 100% longer, but base damage is decreased by 5%. This means all abilities with this little hint, taunt gem compatible, will now use their taunt. As a tank, this gives us the option to play a damage gem to compensate the 5% damage loss, for example, the pristine aquamarine versus lost enemies. To prevent any loss of threat, we can play despised on our earrings and hated on our weapons and or our shield. The only reason to play the Lost Stopwatch as a DPS is to use the 100% longer stuns. The big question now is, do we have any stuns without a taunt? There are only 4 abilities with a stun. That's the shockwave from the warhammer, the shield bash from the sword and the shield, the wall kick from the spear, and riposte from the rapier. As you can see, all 4 of those abilities have the hint with taunt gem compatible. This means the amulet will activate the taunt on those abilities when you use them. This leads us to the conclusion that this amulet should be used in PvE only from tanks, but is very useful for everyone in PvP.